goodness. Hey guys, I'm Steph. Welcome to Hopewell Heights. Today I have a lot to get done. The baby has not been feeling well the last couple of days, so all that I've done is just hold him and rock him and walk with him and anything I can do to help him feel better, but he's feeling better today, and he hasn't been sleeping well since he hasn't been feeling good. He's feeling better, and I finally got him to lay down and take a nap. So while he's sleeping, well, first of all, I took advantage and actually got dressed and showered and did something with myself, because you know that feeling when you just need to do that. While he's sleeping, I'm gonna take advantage and get some stuff done, and the first thing on my list is I am out of laundry detergent. I've been making my own laundry detergent for years, for a long time. And the reason I like to do that is because number one, it's cheaper. It is a lot cheaper. And number two, you know exactly what's going in it. So, you know, there's not gonna be any toxic stuff in it. To buy non-toxic laundry detergent, it's more expensive. I think like the leading non-toxic brands are probably like $10 for one big thing of laundry detergent. And then you still don't know because of greenwashing. You guys know what greenwashing is? It's where they just use loopholes to not put stuff on the label. So a lot of times the green, clean products that we buy at the store that has the pretty labeling actually does have toxic stuff in them. So I have had success using homemade laundry detergent. I use it for all of our clothes. My husband works in construction. His clothes are really dirty. I use it on his clothes too. I use it for our cloth diapers. A lot of people do not like homemade laundry detergent for cloth diapers. They say that it's just not strong enough to break down human waste. That has not been my experience, but I breastfeed exclusively for like the first 6 months, so that's not really a problem because breast milk poop is water soluble, and I feel like it's just not an issue. And then after that, once baby starts eating solids, I spray off any poopy diapers before I wash them, and then I line dry as much as possible. And if it's a rainy day today, you guys see outside, it's cloudy and rainy, but if it's rainy or cold or whatever, then I just use my clothes drying rack to dry diapers. I just try to use the dryer as little as possible, and I feel like that helps them to smell better and just be fresher and in better shape. So like I said, I've had success with it. I really like it. I'm going to keep making my own laundry detergent for as long as possible because it really does not take that much time and effort. And I make a huge batch all at once. I make 5 gallons at once, which I'm going to show you guys, so it lasts forever. Now, my recipe for making homemade laundry detergent, and I make a liquid homemade laundry detergent. It is a little bit different than most that you will see out there. It's the basic, if you've ever seen these recipes, it's borax, washing soda, which is different than baking soda, washing soda. Borax, washing soda, a bar of soap. There are different kinds of soap you can use. I'll show you what I'm gonna use in a minute. And then a lot of people put essential oils in their homemade laundry detergent. I am getting away from that. I actually used to sell essential oils for Young Living, and just over time, I really started to question if it was sustainable, because it takes a ton of plant matter to get one tiny bottle of essential oils, and they're so potent, and I'm just not sure I want to be putting that in, you know, our bodies and on our stuff every single day. I do still have essential oils that I keep on hand for medicinal purposes. That would be like my last line of treatment before using like allopathic medicine. So I still have some, but I've gotten away from using them in our daily products. So I'm going to show you how I've been making my homemade laundry detergent without essential oils, and it still smells really good. So like I said, it's raining, but I really need to make laundry detergent today. Got lots of laundry, and I'm totally out, so I'm gonna head out to the garden anyway. And I am going to be harvesting some lemon balm. So I have been making my laundry detergent with lemon balm infusion, and it smells so good. But I'm gonna show you guys, you can actually do this with any herb you have in your garden. So if you guys have lavender growing, or I guess you could just buy fresh herbs too. And this is just an easy way to make your laundry detergent still smell really good without essential oils, if that is something you are trying to avoid. I've got my lemon balm plant here. It is very prolific. It's a part of the mint family. So if you've ever had a mint patch, you know that it spreads really quickly. So all I'm gonna do is just pinch off some leaves, and I'm gonna take quite a few leaves because I want this infusion that I'm gonna make to be extra lemony. So take lots here and pack it full. This stuff smells so good. Lemon balm is probably one of my favorite herbs, and it's perfect for making any kind of cleaning solution or just anything that you want to have that like fresh and clean smell. So before I make my laundry detergent, I am going to make my infusion. To make my infusion, I am just going to put my lemon balm leaves here, and I've got just a handful of leaves, maybe a cup. I'm gonna put these inside of a quart mason jar. See here, and like I said, you can use any fragrant herb that you want to use, but fresh herbs do work best. So then I am going to boil 4 cups of water, which 4 cups a quart, same thing. So I'm gonna boil my water, and once that comes to a boil, I will pour it into my jar over my lemon balm leaves, seal it, and let it steep for a few hours. And like I said, you can steep it longer if you want. So if you have a whole day or two and you really want a strong lemony scent, have at it. But I just do not have that much time, so a few hours will do the trick for me today. While I'm waiting, I am just going to take some time to help the kids with some farm chores. We always have lots to do. But one of my favorite things that I think will probably never get old is collecting eggs. I love a good colorful egg basket, and we have lots of pretty colors coming in from our girls. My lemon balm has been infusing for a couple of hours and I need to get going, so it's just ready to go. It's gonna have to be ready to go. I did want to talk to you guys about the soap that I use. I just use Castile soap in my laundry detergent. I know most people who make this detergent like to use, I think, Fells Naphtha soap, but there are some toxins in there, and you know, I'm not a total purist, but if I'm going to the trouble to make this laundry detergent and I want it to be non-toxic, then I want it to be non-toxic. So I just use Kirk's Castile. It works great for me. I know a lot of people also use Zote, Z-O-T-E, Zote soap, and love that. I've never tried it, but that seems to be a popular one as well. All right, I want to get the leaves out of here, so I'm just gonna pour this through a funnel and cheesecloth into a different jar before I heat it to melt my soap in here. Okay, so I did the extra step of making this infusion, but normally if you were going to make homemade laundry detergent, this would just be water. You would start with a quart of water and just heat it up on the stove. And while that's heating up, I'm going to grate up my Castile soap. So I use about 6 ounces of bar soap, which is like 1.5, yeah, there's 4 ounces in here. So like 1.5 bars. You can see that this bar is still left over from the last time I made laundry detergent, which was forever ago, because this makes 5 gallons and it lasts a really long time. So I'm gonna go ahead and grate this up, and then I will put it in my water once it's hot and let that all melt together. So you can use a hand grater, but I have this fancy grating tool. My mom got it for me. It's not something I would have got for myself, but I actually really like it and I use it quite a bit. So step 1 was just to heat 4 cups of water, or herbal infusion, whatever you want to do. And step 2 is to add in your grated soap. So you can see I've got my 6 ounces of Castile soap grated up here, and I'm going to add it in to my hot water and stir it until it is completely melted. So while my soap mixture is melting, I'm going to fill up a 5-gallon bucket about halfway with really hot water. I just do this in my sink. If a bucket won't fit down in your sink, then you can heat water on the stove, you can use a shower or a bathtub, whatever works, but this is just the easiest way I found to do it. Five-gallon bucket is halfway full of hot water. Not boiling, not warm, hot water. And now I'm just waiting for my soap to finish melting, and then I will start mixing everything together in my bucket. All right, my soap is melted and I'm ready to finish making my laundry detergent. You guys will see how quick of a process this is. So all you need is super washing soda. This is not baking soda. It's different than baking soda, but it is Arm & Hammer. So Arm & Hammer washing soda, it can usually be found in the detergent aisle of whatever grocery store you go to, but this is a lot harder to find than the other thing you're gonna need, which is borax. So borax, I have been able to find at pretty much every store, but washing soda, sometimes I have to search for it. So when I do find it, I grab a couple of boxes because I use it for a lot of things. One box of each of these and a few bars of soap would be enough to make laundry detergent for like many, many, many years. So on a practicality and preparedness level, this is a really good thing to do as well. All right, I'm gonna add a cup of washing soda into my 5-gallon bucket here that is halfway full of water, and then also a cup of borax. Now I'm just gonna stir that all up really good. So this bucket is halfway full of hot water, a cup of borax, and a cup of washing soda. Now I'm going to pour in my melted soap, and like I said, this could be water, it could be herbal infusion, whatever you wanna do, but I'm gonna pour this into my bucket. And then just stir it up again, make sure it's mixed together really well. And the last thing you're gonna do is top your bucket off with hot water. All right, my bucket's full and it's very heavy. So, oh goodness. I've got my full bucket here. I'm just gonna put a lid on it, seal it, and set it aside until tomorrow. My laundry detergent has been sitting for about a day and now it is ready to go. So at this point, I'll show you guys what it looks like. You can see, since I use castile soap, it's not clumpy and it doesn't gel like if you would use like a Fell's naphtha soap, but that's okay, it still works great. It looks kind of cloudy and that's how it's supposed to look. You can see some bubbles, but like I said, since I used castile soap, you do not see the gel and clumps like you would with some other soaps. All right, our laundry detergent is good to go. It is ready to use. So I use a half a cup for every load. Now, I will tell you guys, I have seen people take this 5-gallon bucket of finished laundry detergent and then dilute it down into 2, so they get another 5-gallon bucket and they dilute. So then it looks like you're making 10 gallons of laundry detergent for the same price and the same amount of ingredients, but then they tell you that you have to use a whole cup per load. So really there's no point to diluting this down because you are going to use it at the same rate, it's just gonna be a different concentration. So I like to save myself the step and just use this original 5-gallon concentrate. Now, I don't have room in my laundry room for this 5-gallon bucket. I actually store it under my sink. So what I like to do is fill another container with just enough laundry detergent for me to set on top of my washer and use as needed. I know there are all kinds of really cute containers out there with dispensers, but you're gonna wanna use something with a lid. That way you can shake it up before use because sometimes some sediment will settle at the bottom. So I just use a gallon jar. These are the same gallon jars that I use for my milk and so many other things. I will link these in the description for you guys. They're very cheap and they come in sets of like 4 or 6 or something. And I love just having gallon jars around. I use them for everything. So I'm gonna fill this up, put my lid on, set this on my washer, and it will be ready to go. All right, there you have it. Homemade, completely non-toxic liquid laundry detergent. And I think the price comes down to like 2 cents per gallon. So you just can't beat that. And if you make this recipe and you have 5 gallons, I did the math, it should come out to like 160 loads. So you can figure out how long it will take your family to use up this laundry detergent, but I don't have to make it very often at all. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Before you go, be sure to click subscribe and hit the like button. I make 2 new videos each week on motherhood, homesteading, and life here on our farm.